Welcome to our program on Kardec Radio.
Welcome, dear friends. Welcome to Kardec Radio. We are here on this beautiful and blissful Thursday to connect with the good spirits, the mentors of Kardec Radio, and Mother Mary and her Legion. They always at 6 o'clock join us, join everyone. They make the effort to make this connection with the higher realms. They are here guiding us. So as we connect ourselves, breathing in and out, let us put aside the rush of the daily routine that we had today. Letting go the troubles, afflictions, the drama of the day, everything that takes us away from this moment of communion and connection with the Creator, with the Governor of this planet, and with Mother Mary. We come together to open our hearts, to pray not only for us, but the whole humanity that is in great need in this time of trial and expiation that the planet is going through. As we transform, as we're transitioning to a planet of regeneration, we feel the pain and we feel the changes that sometimes we don't let go. We are not flexible to change ourselves to the right directions. We pray to God, to the mentors, that as we commit ourselves daily in prayer, let us commit ourselves to make this change in our life. We are receiving so much nourish for our souls. And we have a lot of tools to start make this transformation and transform us, letting the old behind and step on the new, making better choices, being more responsible and wisely. So with the permission of the good mentors, we would like to open this prayerful moment of today. And so be it. So dear friends, hello Daniel. Hello everyone that is able to join us and the ones that will watch us later. Let us be present, be mindful today. Be here and really feel this connection with the good spirits that are around us. We only can feel if we open our hearts, if we are really willingly to feel this connection. So it's up to us to be connected or not. Hello, Dean. Hello, everyone. So today we are going to read a chapter from Living Spring. and it's called Let Us Be Joyful Always. So if you have the book in hand, you can take and read and follow along with me, okay? So, chapter 102, Let Us Be Joyful Always. Be joyful always. Paul, 1 Thessalonians 5:16. This New Testament text does not exhort us to rejoice only on days when we feel personally happy. It simply says, be joyful always. There is nothing in the world that cannot be seen as a respectable reason for work, joy, and satisfaction. Even nature itself exhibits obvious teachings in this respect every day. For instance, after a gale of uproots and mutilated trees, destroy nets, and cover roads with mud, a new sowing appears. The tree trunk produces new branches, birds rebuild their homes, and the road is crowded with sunlight. Hi, Daisy. Only human beings, those heroes of intelligence, hold on to the agreements of pessimism for an underdetermined time, as if they were angry and disillusioned genius bent on destroying what does not belong to them. A committed lack of hope and joy in the soul points to the deficient evolution. There are invitations to spiritual growth and improvement everywhere, challenging us to act for a common good. Nobody is so unhappy that he or she cannot produce a few thoughts of goodness, not nor so poor that he or she cannot distribute a few smiles and kind words with his or her companions in the daily struggle. Being downheaded all the time, it is like rust in the gear of the soul. Endless complaint is laziness or destructive resistance. It is necessary to waken our heart and worthily attend to what we are responsible for in the evolutionary drama of life. Without hatred, without complaint, without discouragement, life is what it is. Our companions in it are what they are. Each one of us receives the portion of struggle necessary for our learning experience. No one is bereft of opportunities to grow. The main issue is to obey God, loving Him and willingly serving one's neighbor. Those who have solved such a problem within themselves know that all people and all situations on life's pathway are living messages by which we may reap blessings of love and wisdom if we accept the lesson the Lord is offering us. Therefore, let us not forget that Paul, the intrepid warrior of the gospel, enduring the torment of preoccupation, found the means within himself to tell his brothers and sisters of the struggle. Be joyful always. What a call for us, dear friends. We need to be joyful all the time. Is it the first phrase he said? Not only when we feel happy, when it's something special that makes us feel really extra happy, right? Because life is an opportunity, it's an ocean full of opportunity for us to learn, to grow, to love, to do good. So we need to exercise this joy in us. And with that, we share the joy, this love with everyone, with our neighbors, just like it is suggested here. So even when things doesn't look very good, right? Into destruction, to the gale, right? They mention here, birds lose their nests. So much, right? We can see in nature that daily there is this recycling mode, almost like it, right? There's a storm, there's a lot of wind, there is a lot of snow. Nature itself is always making this recycling circle, um, recycling in its own life so they can renew, right? We don't like the old, we always want something new. So when difficulties, when things come through our life that doesn't look very good in the moment, is something new is coming. So one thing to keep in mind is when we are going through difficulties, when we are going to trial and expiation, maybe we could just be positive and think, oh, we're going through this difficult time, but after this, we will receive the sunshine, we will receive the love, we will receive something much better that we even could imagine, right? Sometimes we want so much one thing, and then when we go through, life presents a beautiful opportunity and a much better opportunity for us, right? This is always the case. We just need to trust in God. Master Jesus came and always is pointing this out. We need to trust everything that is a plan. So we need to trust this plan, do our part, be responsible, knowing that we are marching towards the good and co creating with God. But if something comes and we are doing the good, we are marching to the pathway of illumination, something greater than we were expecting is going to come, even through difficulties. So let us be joyful, always, always. And it's saying here that nobody is so unhappy that we cannot produce a few thoughts of goodness. So we can send goodness thought is one part of us. Or so poor that we cannot smile to someone or say kind words. People are starving for a hug. They are starving for a good word because nowadays some of us don't say anything good, right? Sometimes, like people know that you did a good job, know everything, but because of their greed or the feeling that they have in their heart, they are not able to say things that are beautiful to you. So let us exercise that. Let us say good things to people that comes through our life, right? When we go to the food store, people are working, afraid of becoming ill, and we need to be kind and remember that they are putting their lives in dangers in order to serve the great community, the greater good. So we need to drop a kind word. We can smile, but with the mask nowadays it's hard to see. But at least be polite, be nice, right? Say something nice to them. So we all can do that, right? We don't need any extra to be nice and be willing to share the good that we have in our hearts with our brothers and sisters. And he says, being downheaded all the time is like rust in the gear of the soul. So we need to see if we're being too downheaded, because if we so, we need to address and change right away. Right away. Endless complaint is laziness or destructive resistance. So we need to see when we are complaining, right, of something, if we're being lazy or if we are being resistant, right? Resistant of something that we don't want to change. Remember, difficulties come, new opportunities come. We need to be flexible in order to go through life better, in a better way, being happier, right? So let us analyze what are the feelings that we're having in our hearts. What are we thinking about? Because when we do so, this is how we're gonna help us to evolve. So then he says, the main issue is to obey God, loving Him and willing serving our neighbors, right? Because God tells us to love our neighbors, but if we're not loving our neighbors, we are not obeying Him or her. We are not following these teachings that Master Jesus came to tell us, and that we know the Creator wants for us. So there's a lot for us to work on us, but we need to be joyful and keep on going. If we cannot be happy or do good to everyone, do or make the effort to do the good for those that are in reach. The ones in your family, the ones that are your friends, the one that co-create, is your co-worker, the ones in your community, the closest one. If we are already making this effort to do the good, we are obeying God's laws. So that's what we need to do. So, dear friends, we always need to feel this joy in us. This is something that we're being called. And especially in this time to the pandemic, coming closer to Christmas now, we need to feel this joy in our heart. The joy. Let us always imagine, right? The day that Master Jesus was born in the planet, how much joy he brought to us, right? And so now that we are coming closer to celebrate the Christmas, let us feel this joy in our heart. Let's feel that we are closer and closer to be with Jesus, right? In His presence. So let us feel love. Let us feel that we are able to help and co create. Let us feel that we can be joyful in our hearts. That way, we can express and share with our brothers and sisters. So let us close our eyes, bring a water if you have nearby, so we can listen to the music and make the connection with the good spirits. Breathing in and out, let us visualize Mother Mary approaching us with her love and care. And we see her so bright, full of love, knowing that she has a great mission as a mother of our Master Jesus Christ. And as we are recalling Christmas, celebrating the birth of our Master Jesus, the governor of planet Earth. Let us feel the joy that over 2,000 years ago, the whole planet was able to feel. In our hearts, with the help of doctors and nurses, we are renewing our hearts and soul, letting it go the old in us, bringing the joy in the heart, knowing that today we were better than yesterday, and we are more willingly to receive blessings and co-create. We are so grateful for receiving these remedies from the doctors and nurses from above. Those that Master Jesus chose to be here with us today in this healing treatment. And as we keep soaking in the healing medicines, in gratitude we would like to pray to all our brothers and sisters in greater need, the ones that need a hand, the ones that need a plate of food, the ones that need a kind word, the ones that need remedies for the body and for the soul. We pray for all of those that are in intensive care in the whole planet. They need help, they need treatment. And we pray for God's mercy for all of them. And we trust that the best will happen to each one. We pray for our brothers and sisters that are ill with COVID and the ones that are sick of many other sickness, illness in the planet. May they now receive the blessings and the healing treatment that they need. And with your permission, dear Master of all Masters, Mother Mary, mentors of Kardec Radio, we would like to ask permission to close this prayerful moment of today. And so be it. So, dear friends, I hope you all felt the loving energy of this healing treatment and go through this evening thinking about Jesus being born and visualize yourself to being reborn and feel the joy of this new opportunity presenting to you. You don't need to be a baby anymore, but you receive this opportunity to change without having to become a baby. This is great. With all the teachings that we have been receiving through the pandemic and before, we have tools to renew ourselves. So let us work on that. So dear friends, be in peace. Thank you for being here. And if God willing, we'll be here again tomorrow at 6 p.m. with other brothers, friends sharing this praying, right? Don't forget that Kardec Radio is 24/7 with many, many, many programs to help nourishing your soul, give you strength to continue this journey in the planet Earth. So bye, friends. Bye, Daniel. Bye, Dean. Bye, Daisy. Bye, John. Have a good evening, everyone. Bye.